GA.
Soaring high above the Willamette. We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And the basket by McCollum.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Lillard following the score by Aaron Gordon. From deep three-point range, Lillard misses. On the wing, Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop, sweet.
Lillard against Gordon. And that one's good, Lillard.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is McGee following the score by Damian Lillard. Harrison passes to Porter. Makes it off the glass.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Covington.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Harrison kicks to Gordon. McGee, the pass to Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Gordon against Lillard. And stolen by Gordon. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also... And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Outside Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got 6.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Dishes to Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. Excellent D from Cantor.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And another turnover here by Portland. The Nuggets leading by 4. Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to Bull. Shoots over Cantor. That misses off the backboard. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Bull, top of the key. No good from outside. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Here's Millsap. And it's Green with the jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Jones. Then it's Anthony. And it's Cantor in at the center position. Here's Lillard. He can't get it to go. And it's Denver the other way.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
In the corner, Powell with it. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 6. Millsap finds Rivers. The train. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. That one goes in. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Lillard from outside scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
On the wing, Porter.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the dunk by Powell.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
The Nuggets leading by 3. And here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The kick out to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Green. Portland grabs the miss. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's the pass to Harrison. He feeds it to Porter. He kicks to Millsap. Back to Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Rivers against Lillard. Outside Millsap. Green breaking loose. Millsap misses. Portland leading. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Nuggets shooting 41% for the game. Morris passes to Jokic. A floater.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. .102 left in the first half of basketball. The dish to Gordon. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Pass to Simons. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Portland no good that time either.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Jokic inside. Gets it to fall from the right block. And now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
In the corner, Powell with it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Here's McGee. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 5. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Harrison in at the 1. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's McCollum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got the first points of the second half here for the Trailblazers. Left side, Porter. Harrison kicks to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic. It counts. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harrison passes to Porter. At the elbow, Jokic out to the right wing. Pass to Porter, down low. Goes up on the block. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Well, the 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and of course, an elite passer.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Gordon against Lillard.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Jokic. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Gordon with it. Now Covington defending. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for Robert Covington. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Denver. Rivers, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
On the wing, Green to the paint. Millsap dishes to Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Feeds to Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jones drives in. Here's Simons. Jones the pass to Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Rivers kicks the ball. Nifty move. And the layup is good. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
That's just unselfish. In the past, maybe Austin Rivers thinks about shooting it, holding on to the ball to take it himself.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. Rivers passes to Morris. Back to Rivers. He dishes it to Bol. Puts it up from 7. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Powell, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They double him with Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Portland again missing. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And Green slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
That one falls.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Rivers kicks to Morris. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the three. Trailblazers trail by 13. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Cantor inside. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Rivers bounce pass. Outside for Millsap. Rivers in the corner. Back to Green. Passes it to Millsap. Now Green. It's Rivers on the wing. 2 on the clock. And Cantor pulls it down. And Jones has it in the corner. Misses the shot. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Powell, no one around him. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Covington kicks to Powell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
On the wing, Gordon. A 3-ball. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. It's McCollum with the drive. Count that bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Porter kicks to McGee. Down low, Powell with the steal. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Nuggets ball.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Porter finds Jokic. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The pass to McGee. And here's Jokic. Defended by Covington. That one good for 2.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Here's Lillard. Porter with a block. They get it back. Looking to get back on track here. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Jokic. The free throw drops for Lillard.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite from the stripe.
Outside Porter. Gordon against Lillard. Here is McGee. Shot clock at 6. Jokic passes to McGee. Puts it up from 15. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, Covington in position. And they're moving it up. Harrison passes to Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Morris with the ball. McGee in the corner to the inside. Here's Jokic in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Morris kicks to Harrison. Pass to McGee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Offensive rebound. Jokic. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Bol comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Austin Rivers in for Harrison. And it's Lillard missing. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Jokic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lillard way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jokic, no good. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. From deep. That one's not going to go. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today, and with
Kevin, thank you.
indeed something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Powell, and it's Cantor in at the center position. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. Oh, what a dunk!
How about Porzingis with the fancy throwdown? Love seeing the big fella finish with that kind of power.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Cantor, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Poked away. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard, right side, and there it is for him.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard,
at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area, but sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Richardson finds Doncic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He's off on that one, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Now, here's Doncic. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Powell kicks to Cantor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
The pass to Finney-Smith, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. 3-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic against McCollum. Doncic with the bucket.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him. Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now, here's Marjanovic, and it goes down 2 points. And that's now 6 points for Porzingis.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Doncic with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Lillard. Foul for 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Trailblazers. Anthony's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 8 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now, Doncic. He's got 8. Tries it from 19. Here's Powell. Misses from short range. And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defense. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training summer.
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's CLA Stein, and it's Brunson in at the shooting guard position.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And here's Reddick to the wing on the left. CLA Stein up top, defended by Covington. Reddick from deep three-point land. It's good from long range. Reddick's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, that's one of Reddick's specialties there. I mean, you knock a shot down against his team, he's looking to come right back at you.
McCollum fires from way outside. The Trailblazers rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Brunson with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He gets it in there.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And the basket by McCollum.
Home with and without the ball, McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Now here's Reddick. Pass to Powell. He dishes it to CLA Stein. There's the double team with Covington. CLA Stein kicks to Powell. Hardaway against Jones. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's CLA Stein. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's Reddick following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. He kicks it to Reddick. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot's good. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Lillard's checked in for McCollum. And Dallas also making the switch. Trey Burke's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And, you know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul us.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
The shot by Lillard wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier and stolen by Lillard. Lobs it up for Cantor. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the dunk by Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
So they foul intentionally. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Burke. Inside. Powell finds Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Mavericks leading by 9. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Lillard outside. Misses the three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porzingis. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Three-pointer Lillard. Lillard again missing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good. No good there. And so it's Dallas looking at
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Luka Doncic. Had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, and Kenny alone.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Here's Finney-Smith. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Shot clock at 5. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Misses off the right iron.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Kanter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets it go with the 3. McCollum, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Doncic looking it over. Tipped away. Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Oh.
And finally, someone scored.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Back to Doncic. Porzingis high post. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Clock at 6. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Over McCollum. Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. Doncic against McCollum. Passes it to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. Now Lillard. He has 6. There's the pass to Powell. From deep. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Jones finds Lillard. Here's Kanter. Here's Simons. Outside Covington. A second chance effort. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. Now, here's Redick. 1:30 left to play in the third. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Knocked away. Basket counts.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Reddick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Anthony on the double team. Three-pointer. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 now.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now, here's Reddick. He has 5. Pulls up, high post, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 16. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The deep three from Reddick. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, and shooting does not get any prettier than that. Reddick sensing separation and taking advantage beautifully.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks out in front. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4-man position. Now here's Powell. Jones kicks to Covington. Powell, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mavericks leading by 14. And here's Brunson. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. So for the Trailblazers, Canty checked in for Robert Covington. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Derek Jones. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard way outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Finney Smith. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target with his 3.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Right wing. Marjanovic with it. A 3-pointer is right on target. Marjanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, But, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And here is Marjanovic following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. And it's McCollum in the corner. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic finds Powell. From past the arc. Cantor, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Launches a three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Jacks up a three, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, you've got to be aware of Porzingis in these situations. I mean, you know he's coming for the three-point revenge there.
He had a nice open look right there.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Doncic. Back to Porzingis from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Now, here's Doncic from outside the arc. Powell pulls it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Lillard left side. With the shot. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Marjanovic. Tries a 3. Dallas again missing.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And it's Lillard missing. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Here's Beverly, and he banks in the layup. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this will come down to who makes the big.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now McCollum. The pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside, George. The shot off that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Cousins.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Beverly against Lillard. Pass to McCollum.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Outside, George. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Harry Giles. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard, no luck.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Powell, that's good.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Rondo scanning the floor. Puts it up from 7. Kennard kicks to Batum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Simons missing. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. 3-point lead. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Batum grabs the miss. And a wide open look for Rondo. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's what you call filling the lane to perfection. Anthony with the quick hitting bucket.
Clippers leading by 3. And here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And the dunk by Powell.
The leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Jackson against Powell. Jackson passes to Oturu. And he makes good on the layup. Oturu's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pick off in midair. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kanter finds Powell. Oturu with the rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Moves back up. He's hit again, Cantor, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
And the Clippers call time here. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Trailblazers trail by 5. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The putback is no good. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Beverly against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Right side, George. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got 8 points.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Lillard
refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Outside Rondo. Here's George. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Jones has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Morris with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Baseline try. And it's Portland with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pulls up for 3. Traps in the tray. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Rondo dishes to George. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Some nights as a defender, you just shake your head because Paul George uses his outstanding reach to get through the defense.
Outside, George. And that one released in time, but no good. So that. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead. And that
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Zubats has got 6 points.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 11. And it's off from 3-point range. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. Goes up again. Passes it to Zubats. Puts it up from 12. And Leonard stays with it. He's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Lillard the pass to Giant. Lillard looking around. Sweet little floater.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
George dishes to Beverley. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Cousins, and he gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle, stolen by Zubats. One-on-one fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
McCollum outside. To the wing right side. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count that one.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Can they get it? He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got 15 points.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Now, here is George. He's got 14. And Beverley kicks to George. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 10. And the basket by McCollum. He's got 13.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now Beverly. There's the dish to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lillard with no one around. From outside, off the mark.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard misses.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And here's George. He's got 16. Here's Cousins. And that one, good. Cousins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
What a luxury to have someone like DeMarcus Cousins roaming the interior and drawing defensive attention.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Clippers leading by 14. Here's Rondo. Kennard for 3. They get it back. The shot that time, not on target. The Trailblazers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rondo with it. Pass to Oturu. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Oturu's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Clippers.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Jones, no one around him. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 16. Outside Rondo. No good on the 3. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. From deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Portland no good that time either. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Leonard looking over the floor. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Simons. Back to Kanter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Enes Kanter embraces physicality, and if he wants to score it, he's going to play right through the defense.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Oturu, the pass to Rondo. It's good. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Powell, no one around him. Oturu with the rebound. Oturu's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Los Angeles leading by 16. Rondo passes to Oturu. Kennard for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jones with it. Leonard picks him up. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Oturu's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anferny Simons. And the Clippers with a change here, too. And checked in. Trailblazers trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Pass to Kennard. With a step back. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Clippers lead by 14. Lillard outside. Passes it to Giles. From deep three-point range, and that one's good. Lillard.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Now the pass to Kennard. Five to shoot. From deep. The rebound by Giles. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here's McCollum for 3. That one, no good. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Powell, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Jokic in at the 5. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Rivers, and the layup is good.
And credit the focus. Rivers, he could have given in to the defense, but he stuck through it.
Gordon against Lillard. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Rivers scanning the floor. A baseline J. Sweet move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hardworking guy.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lillard against Gordon. Passes to McCollum. This one for 3. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Rivers. Denver passing it around. Kicks it to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Fires it up. Porter. And it's Portland with the rebound. And so just over 1.5 minutes played. Powell, no one around him, knocks down the 3 ball.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Pass to McGee. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Anthony.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so here's Denver. Portland making their last shot.
And there is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Lillard outside. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And the basket is good.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
And there's the pass to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Oh, the power on that Pruden!
Wow. An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
To the paint, here's Jones. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Jokic, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Jokic has got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to Anthony. Over Porter. Misses off the left iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Gordon. Harrison's checked in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Powell dishes to Carmelo. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. The Nuggets on top. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few...
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And the Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. And there's Gordon, and it's Harrison in at the 2-guard. Green kicks to Harrison. Passes it to Gordon. Clock at 6 to the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Green fires from way outside. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now McCollum. Pass to Simons. For the 3. Green with the rebound. And now the Nuggets fast break. From the paint, Bol the pass to Morris. All alone. No good off the front iron.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Harrison kicks to Millsap. Down low. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Morris into the lane, and he uses the glass on the lane. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Now the dish to McCollum. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Morris looking over the floor. It's off his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Bol. JaVale McGee comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Jermichael Green, and it's Rivers in for Morris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. On the wing, Porter, no luck.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Jokic against Nurkic. Porter dishes to McGee. Connects on the 9-footer.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And it's Lillard missing.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Back to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Rivers. Rivers has got his 4th assist in this one. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Porter with a block. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Here's Jokic. Portland grabs the miss. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Lillard. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Kicks to Rivers from deep. Offensive rebound.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
And so it's tied as we head to... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for Bull. JaVale McGee comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Porter. And Portland with a change here, too. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Looking to end his cold spell, and the basket by Lillard.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
And the pass to McGee. Here's Jokic. He kicks to Rivers. Jokic passes to Green. Over McCollum. And Green with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard dishes to Cantor. Can't connect from short range.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Rivers. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jokic missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly preserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Denver passing it around. Shot from the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
For the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. And the Nuggets with some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And Monte Morris subbed in for Aaron Gordon.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Morris outside. Over Jones. Morris kicks to Green. Pass to Millsap. Morris outside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And Anthony sends it back. They retain possession. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Harrison passes to Millsap. Back to Harrison. Kicks to Morris. On the wing, Porter. He dishes it to Morris. Pass to Harrison. Here's Bol, defended by Jones. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. No good off the back of the rim.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And stolen by Bol. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And the first one drops.
And like his father, Manute, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Here's Morris to the right side. Bol dishes to Porter. Lets the three fly. Kept alive. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right. And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. And it's Gordon in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Powell against Rivers. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Lillard against Gordon. Puts it up from 12. And the shot falls short this time.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cantor checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Carmelo Anthony. The Nuggets leading by 7. The pass to Jokic. Gets an open look and hits. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Raji passes to Porter. Now here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from McCollum.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jokic passes to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard with it. Now here's Gordon. Raji passes to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
He thought he could snake over the top on that one, but that play more often than not gets called.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good on the 3-point shot. And now it's a 12-point Denver lead. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard outside. Fires the 3. They get it again.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Jokic draws the double. And so they choose to intentionally foul. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Denver, Michael Porter.
He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum passes to Cantor. Lillard, right side, and a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
McCollum, no good. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nuggets.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. McCollum outside. Offline with his 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, Denver no good. Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap finds Rivers. The 3. Off on that one. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they... Starting five. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. The sprawling metropolis. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. He can't hit that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Covington. Right wing. Nobody near Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Richardson. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
A 3 from McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Doncic against Lillard. And they double up Doncic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Doncic against Lillard. To the inside. Takes it out to Covington. Lillard scanning the floor. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic outside. Here's Richardson. Makes it off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McCollum. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
And here is Powell. And here's McCollum for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Richardson. Feeds to Doncic. Back to Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. Throws it down as the official call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doncic outside, goes up on the wing, and no good in the last second attempt this time. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight. And well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the one. Now Brunson following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Outside, Redick from 11 feet away. Here's Powell. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Hardaway passes to Redick. Here's the three. Portland grabs the miss. Left side, Jones. Powell with the steal. Hardaway with it. Now Anthony defending. Wasted no time on that one. Brunson's got the lead up to 4 now for the man. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Simon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now Redick passes it to Brunson. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. The pass to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Jones finds McCollum. Shoots over Brunson. Kicks it out to McCollum. From 12 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Burke, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Hardaway. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Lillard. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-6 run. Doncic with it. 46 seconds left here in the second. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Lillard misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And the shot goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Powell finds Covington. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Doncic. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Doncic. Takes a 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Stolen by McCollum. That shot off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kicks it out to Richardson. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. No good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Pass to Powell. 16 feet away. That shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 8. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Cantor.
Come get it, come get it.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Jones. He kicks it to Powell. 6 to shoot. Portland again missing. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Richardson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons is checked in, stolen by Cantor. Back to Powell. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Enes Kanter.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Now here's Reddick. Out to Hardaway. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Reddick. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Reddick's got 5 now.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Reddick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
Passes it to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Simons has got his second basket of the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Brunson. And here's Reddick, and he banks in the layup. Reddick's got 4 points in the quarter.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Reddick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Powell with it, out defended by Cauley-Stein. Here's Cantor. Offensive rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And so here is Dallas after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The pass to Hardaway. And it's Portland with the rebound. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Reddick. He has 7. 58 seconds left to play in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, it is hard work trying to guard Reddick because he stays active and is never still. Always on the move.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Burke after the Trailblazers pick up 2. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Let's go. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Back to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard attacking. Good work there as it goes. Lillard's got 8 points.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Doncic left side. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on the
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in its center. Lillard against Doncic. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Lillard attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic left side. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. Right side, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Good. Nice job down low. And the Mavericks lead by 3. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
It's Anthony with the drive, and the layup falls.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Richardson outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Robert Covington picks one up.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Anthony. Lillard with it, out-guarded by Porzingis.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Doncic against Lillard. The drive by Doncic. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Lillard outside. Kanter kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic looking it over. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Kanter dishes to Lillard. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Doncic passes to Hardaway. On the clock. Doncic with it. Now Covington defended. Doncic no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now Doncic.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And he finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Kanter. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. they double up Doncic. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Covington with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Powell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him drafted 6th.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Sellers is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2 spot. Now Morris, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Jackson. Here's Zubac. Lays it up off the glass.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Lillard scanning the floor. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Outside Jackson. Nurkic against Zubac. Feeds it to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Jackson. And the basket by Lillard.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. And the rebound by Nurkic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Damian Lillard, another 3. Lillard's got 7 points. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard against Jackson. Out to Morris. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard attacking. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. From the arc. And another 3 for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George dishes to Jackson. .114 left here in the first quarter. Morris against Covington. Zubac trying to break loose. Good D by Covington.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's George following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Outside Leonard. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is up and in.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Lillard outside. Shoots from the elbow. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And George, here we go. And it's in there.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Pass to Powell for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard inside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Anthony against Batum. Outside for Rondo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Clippers trail by 11. And that one's good. Beverly.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cullen passes to Canner. Back to McCollum. Off with the layup.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Cousins, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's McCollum. He's got 7. Simons surveying the D. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Clippers trail by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Kennard's shot is off. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Cousins finds Kennard. Everly with the ball. To the middle. 3-pointer. Cousins trying to free himself up. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Beverly.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Kennard kicks to Patterson. Passes it to Mann. And he hits it to tie the game up. Mann's got his first points in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Powell. Out to Anthony. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Jackson passes to George. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Inside, Jones finds Lillard. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Morris with the bucket.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Pass to Canner. Lillard, right side. Back to Canner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
17 seconds left in the first half. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now Lillard takes the 3. That one misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers out in front, up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, I know in this system communication is key. How did that impact tonight's game?
It's working right now. We got to respond to it.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, what's your view? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
We've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And he gets the basket of 50. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Outside, George. To the middle, here's Batum, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
It's Powell on the wing. To the paint. Nurkic in the post. Zubac defending. Stolen by George. Leonard against McCollum. And Leonard gets it to go.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. That puts them in the lead. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac.
shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Oh, Covington in position.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Rondo with it. Outside for George. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
That's good from George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And here's Los Angeles stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The putback, and Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 9.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's McCollum. Finish off the break. And that's 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Kanter, excellent with that read.
Here's Mann. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Lillard against Beverly. Cousins, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers trail by 4. There's the lob to Lillard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
To the left side wing. Stolen by Kanter. Here's McCollum. It's good. This game is all even. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Anthony in at the power forward position. Outside, George. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 2.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Powell for 3. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Back to Canner. Kicks it to Jones. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. A nice shot by George.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court. And then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lillard dishes to Cantor. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard inside, working on Jones. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. Lillard attacking, and the rejection by Zubats. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. His concern.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Powell, that's good.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Jackson against Lillard. Outside, George. Down low, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. George passes to Cousins.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
It's Powell on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his third foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the triple. Morris. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. The Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard the pass to George. That three off the mark. Portland with the ball.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
On the wing, Morris. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. Launches it. The shot comes out, so it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.